It's Bitcoin. And Bitcoin, dude, we're not even there yet. We're so early on Bitcoin. Or Bitcoin's about to go ham, bro. Bitcoin is about to go ham after we have a fat correction in March, though. I do believe we're gonna have a nice big correction. Like right now, just like how we got from 49K over here, right, to 74K. And then we rallied down how many percent? 32%. You know what I mean? In the course of February to October, bro. That's why I'm saying this whole week, although things look strong, right? We're getting a lot of support right here. You know, the thing is, we have whatever type of events could happen in the March. We can have like a fatty wick get bought up, and then after that we're out of here, right? Just like over here, see this fat ass wick, then we rallied to the top, came back down, and then we were gone, right? So we can get something very similar with Bitcoin. And how do I know Bitcoin, we're not there yet? We're about to hit euphoria. Well, take out these Bollinger Bands. Let's do the Bollinger Bands. I got a couple things we could look at. So we got the Bollinger Bands, and we put it on the monthly chart. And this is how we find out where we are in this market, right? Let's take it back to the first Bitcoin halving. First generational halving. And if you're from Kronos, suck my fucking cock, faggot. Just a big shout out to all the Kronos faggots out there that don't know how to do shit. Let's continue the show. So check it. Every time we go into this Bitcoin run, right? We make an all-time high right there. Then we serve our time in the bear market. Now in the first one, we only had 5 months of bear market. But after that, we serve at least 1 year minimum every time. It's a 4-year cycle, remember that. So when we come around the corner, we serve our time, we tie the game from the last all-time high, right? After that, when we create that monthly candle above that resistance, right? Resistance, that all-time high resistance. Then we go into a euphoric 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 candles, right? Now in this phase, I call this the final phase of the bull run. Okay, the last year of the bull run. Because what happens? How do we know when we're going to enter this crazy final phase? Is when you see the Bollinger Bands on the monthly chart and this thing goes completely, just drops its panties, right? And I'm waiting at the bottom, you know, with my mouth open, just waiting for the panties to land on my face, as every man should. But that's when we know we're about to go into euphoria, dude. Right when this thing goes downhill, look at the candles that happen. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 big candles. And then another set, right? That's the first bull run. Okay? So let's go to the next one now. So we make our all-time high. Then we come back down. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 1 year. Each candle is a month. And then 12, 13, 14. So after 1 year, you want to start looking around, because that is when the market top is in. And how do you know it's the bottom? We pull out the stochastic RSI, we put it on the monthly chart, And once we reach that 0 point down here and the RSI violently crosses over and does this steep uphill, right where that intersection is, if you look up, is where the market bottom is, right there. You see that? You see where it crosses over? Right there. This is the market bottom. Okay. Now once you come in at that zone, you just kick your feet up and you're just riding the whole fucking gravy train. Right? So we made our all-time high. We served our year in the bear market. The bottom's in, and we go and rally until we tie the game up again, right? And then what happens, guys? Just like every other cycle, we go into the final phase of the bull run, which is the most euphoric, and the biggest candles are made over here, right? And how do we know when we've entered this final phase? Right? Well, we look at the monthly Bollinger Band. This Bollinger Band tells us when we're in the pearly gates of Bitcoin heaven. Right when it does that big slant down, look at what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 months of bullish activity of the biggest rise where the all-time high is created. Now, in this bull run, in the final phase, you're gonna get some huge corrections, dude. So from this top candle down to here, that's a 37% drop, right? Let's do another one. And after that, you go up another huge candle. What happens? We wick up and we drop again. That's a 40% drop again. Twice. Okay. Now this candle right here, you see how it wicks? That means it was going up and down on both top sides. That potentially 50% drop. So we've had a 37% drop twice, and maybe a 50% drop until we reach the top of the candle. And how do we know we're at the top? It's a good question, right? Well, we know when we're at the top. Once the blue line crosses over the yellow line, right at the cross, that's how you know the top is in. And what happens? We serve 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 months exactly, 1 year exactly in the bear market. And you're at the market bottoms, right? So here's the next bull run. You create the all-time high, you serve your 1 year in the bear market. The bottom is in. How do we find the bottom? Remember, after 1 year, after 11 months, you check right here. And once that thing crosses over quickly like that, that's when you know you're in the bottom. Now, at this point, they came up, they rallied back down, and they tried to fake us out. They tried to fake out all the new people with this fat ass wick, right? That was actually the same. So, just like the last 2 bull runs, you create your all-time high, you serve your bear market, you rally. We tie the game up in the 4th quarter, and now we're in the final phase, right? How do we know we're in the final phase? Well, just like the last 2 times, you wait for the monthly Bollinger Bands to go completely bing. You know what I mean? That's when you know the gates have opened up and we're in for the euphoric phase of the bull run, the final phase, I call it. The 4th quarter of the game, right? Where you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bullish fatty candles, right? And now in these candles, you see these wicks. You know what I mean? There's big corrections, and look, This is when we did the double top. You know, they try to fake us out. They try to fake us out. Look at this drop right here. That's a 54% drop. That is going to shake out a lot of new people. It's going to tell people that they think the game is over, but it's not, because this bull run was extended for 4 more months until we hit the all-time high right here. Okay. So once we hit the all-time high right here, how many we have to serve the bear market? Okay. And you know, every time you hit the all-time high, guys, you want to sell all of your fucking shit, because you're gonna lose 74% of your whole portfolio. Okay. Yeah, keep some Bitcoin, but sell most of it, because you're gonna buy back in. Right? Here's the last bull run. I mean, the one before that. An 84% drop. Do you want to hold your coins and watch them go down 84%? No. Have I done it before? Absolutely, buddy. Everybody does the round trip their first time. Nobody knows this shit when they're first starting out, right? So here we go again. You get that, you come down, you serve your 1 year. Let's count the candles. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Exactly 1 year, and we have the bear market bottom. How do we know that's the bottom? Well, we'll do the thing again. When it violently, look at this violent crossover. Look at that crossover. Right? At that point, that's how you know you're down here at 15, 14K right there. That's the bear market. So here we are again, boys. We created the all-time high. We served our 1 year in the bear market to 15K, right? And we rallied up. We tied the game, okay? We created that one candle above resistance, and now we've started the final phase, right? Final phase, which is the most euphoric phase. But how do we really know we're in the final phase, guys? Just like I told you, the Bollingers drop drastically, like a fucking half pipe, dude, like a waterfall. Have they done that yet? No. Okay? And when the Bollingers go up, right? When the moving average goes up, this green line, that means price action is going to go down, which is good. Because in essence, the projection should be going down, Bollinger goes up, and once we bounce, Bollingers drop the panties, and then we're in. And that's why I say we could have a flash crash of 37%, okay? Because just like right here, and just like the past bull runs, right? We had a 30%, 37% drop, another 37% drop, another 50% drop, right? And if we were to come down 37% from the top of the channel right here that we wicked, that would take us exactly to around 68K, which is right at the top over here, 73K. I wouldn't be surprised if they took us down to 666, because they love that bullshit, right? And just like here, you know, you're gonna rally, but take a look at this blue line. You see this blue line right here? Reminiscent of one of the past bull runs we've had. What happens when that blue line is riding? You see right here? Parallel with the super trend line, once it gets above it, it starts pushing up into the euphoric phase, okay? And that happens when we tie the game up. Here we go. Here's the blue line. We're about to get busy, guys. But we have to have this huge correction first. And you know, that's how crypto works. It just doesn't go all the way up. They gotta, you know, scare you out of the market, do whatever they can. Just like BlackRock is trying to buy all the property. You know what I mean? That's what the fucking institutions, the governments, all they want to do is own the market. Just like Wall Street. So, the Bollingers haven't dropped yet. And every time the Bollingers drop like that, look what happens. They drop, price action goes up. Okay? Look at over here. The Bollingers, they drop vertically. What happens here? The price action goes up. Here, let's do it again. The Bollingers, they drop vertically. What happens here? The price action goes all the way the fuck up. Okay? Stop fucking playing with me. If you're from Kronos, eat a fucking dick, you faggot. You guys never learn nothing. Alright, shout out to Kronos. Alright, so let's go. Now, one other thing I want everybody to learn is that the spaces between each bull run, they get wider. Right, there's the first one. Here's the next one. Here's the next one. Right, the gaps, they get wider. So look at that. We're so due. We're right there. After we get past March, we're fucking money, dude. We're fucking money. And I'll be waiting down here. And look at this. I'll be waiting down here, you know. Right? Waiting for the panties to drop on my face. You know what I'm saying? I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting, my friend. So that's how I know. You know, anything that anybody says, anybody the news says, you know, they're tripping. Oh, should I do this? I just know that, you know, I just know what I know. We know what we know. There's nothing to worry about because history always repeats itself. Always. It's written in the code. Coin. It's just how this shit works. Now, how far up can we go? Well, man, if we're really about to fuck some shit up, dude, I have us going to at least 400, 200K, 400K, and 700K, dude. Sounds ridiculous, I know, but that means every 50 state is doing a Bitcoin reserve, right? Along with the United States of America, Congress, White House doing a Bitcoin Act reserve, $16 trillion plus. Japan's gonna do a Bitcoin reserve. China's gonna do a Bitcoin reserve. Russia, you know, Mexico. Everybody's gonna do it. Canada, everybody's gonna do it. In America, Donald Trumpy, Donnie, you know, the puppet master, he's gonna be the first one. Rat race. And it's a shit show, dude. It is all out already. Everything in life is planned. Coincidence. We're too old for that word. You know, nothing is by coincidence. Especially in this market, financial market. Nothing is by coincidence. Everything is planned out and manipulated in a controlled substance. Right? Just like TikTok. You can't say shit on TikTok because it's a controlled substance. Unless you're pro-gay, faggot, tranny ass faggot, you know, you'll survive. Because the laws are made for you now, faggots. But now that Trump's in office, you know, maybe you fucking cheats can get the fuck out of my way. Our way. So yeah, one fat dip and we're out of here. I think that dip is gonna cause the thing to go up and then drop. And then it's on, dude. It's on. So it's gonna be interesting to see what kind of news we get, you know, to cause this dip. You know, they're gonna manipulate. That's what they use the news for, right? They just use it so they can create some kind of mass hysteria, like over, you know, interest rates or inflation or whatever, a war of some sort, or, you know, something gets bombed or a building gets taken out. You know what I mean? Some bullshit is about to happen. Cause a stir financially of some sort. Now, let's take a look at the RSIs. So the RSI. RSIs don't look good, right? For the monthly chart, if you look right here, the blue line is crossed downward underneath the orange is not good, okay, for the month. That's why I also think it's an indication of us about to rally downward for a whole month, okay? We got all of February and March to do that, okay? Just like this area right here, when we came up, created that fat ass candle, we slowly went right and downward and then bounced. This is indicating that we're gonna do the same thing, okay? Now let's put it on the weekly. Okay, look at the weekly, just sinking on its fucking head. So the longer time frames are very, very much more consistent. Although the daily says we're trending up, but look at how tighter it's getting. It could be stopping here at the 50% mark and doing an about face. Okay, that's very possible. And what do we have coming up here? Look at these fucking little American flag things. FOMC minutes, building permits, housing starts. Right, this is in February 21st, existing home sales. We got a bunch of shit coming up. Thought we had more dates coming up. But there will be something. What the fuck is this, dude? Get out of here. Look at Dogecoin. It had its run. Nice little bounce, just like XRP did. Right. There's a lot of coins that are not gonna make it though. They're just not gonna make it. And look at the W here. On the week, momentum sliding down fast on XRP. On the monthly, looks like the blue is about to cross the yellow, which is, it could be a turn of market, you know, sentiment from bullish to bearish. And March is known for bullshit, dude. March has never been good for crypto. You know what I mean? It's always been shitty. But if we make it past March, you know what I mean? That's where it's at. Also, let's go to the Bitcoin one more time. Let's take off the Bollinger. Boom. And now let's look at this thing called the pie chart, the pie cycle. Oh, whoa, Sonny. It gets a little crazy here, don't it? So we're on the monthly pie. Let me erase these fucking things. So check out this little pie chart. It's called the pie chart, right? There's apparently 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And it's very interesting what this does. Kind of tells you if we're there, you know. You see, when we go into that euphoric phase, the top 2 lines get really, really fucking tight. Okay? As we get to that all-time high. Here we go again. Once we get to that all-time high, right? You see how the top 2 lines, the red and the green, they get really tight as you go up in that the final phase. You remember we did all the work, right? Look at again. Where's the green line? We're not there yet, dude. Look how far apart they are. Okay, every bull run, these guys on the final phase, they get real tight. That's when the biggest candles are made, right? Look at right here, real tight. Let's go back. Look at right here, real tight, biggest candles. We're not even there, dude. We're not there. This is how I know. This is how we know. We're not there yet. Because of research like this, it just lets you know where you are in the game while everybody is just lost, moping and groping, maybe selling their coins like idiots because they just don't know how to read the charts. They don't know what to look for. They're listening to some other idiot on YouTube trying to tell them the prediction of the price. We don't use the predictions. We follow the charts. We follow what the charts tell us. All we have to do is wait. Now the interesting thing is I measured all the bull runs. The first bull run would have ended in December 2024. But what's interesting, and this is from the market bottoms all the way to the market all-time high, and we're done, right? I clip it. So this is the first bull run. It was December 22nd to December 24th, exactly 2 years from the market bottom to the market all-time high. What's interesting is the second bull run was extended by 4 months from the market bottom to the market all-time high. Now what's even more interesting is that the third bull run, when I measured from the market bottom to the all-time high, it was extended exactly 4 months again. So from the first to the second, it was 4 months exactly. From the second to the third, it was 4 months exactly, bro. Listen, nothing in this world is coincidence. I'm too old for that word. We're too old now that every conspiracy that we heard 20 years ago when we were kids is now true. I don't believe in the word conspiracy either, or coincidence. All these words are dumb as fuck to me, right? Especially in the financial market that doesn't exist. These words don't exist. This is absolutely manipulated, controlled, a controlled substance. So knowing that the first one extended, or the second one was 4 months after the first one, and the third one was exactly 4 months after the second one, well, for the fourth one, I extended it 4 months. And where does that take us? December 25th. I mean, December 2025. Okay? 2025, January. That means altcoin into 2026 by the end of. And if you take a look at the total 3, it kind of makes sense. See, everything connects to each other. We're all connected, everything. 2026 January, and then extend that for 3 months. You see this box, right? Now look at this altcoin. Let me turn off the pi cycle so you can see. Right, here's the all-time high in the total 3. We came around, We've tied the game up, and now we're doing that little correction. And here's the super trend line. We've bounced here once significantly. We've bounced here twice significantly. Okay, once we come around and rally to the right, you know, every time we put up the candle, we rally to the right. Put up the candle, we're gonna rally to the right. And once we hit that trend line, we're gonna go fucking off. We're probably gonna tie the game again, rally down, and boost the fuck up. Right? And if we do that and rally up the top, just like we did here, we rallied up the top of a section for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months. We stayed up here. We can stay up there for 5 months, and altcoin season will be over by April. Right? And at that time, you gotta sell everything. Same with Bitcoin. You know, why would you want to hold Bitcoin, right? When you can sell it and buy it for more, for cheaper. Look at these huge drops. You know, your whole portfolio is going to drop 86%. Okay, when the market top is in. And I just told you guys how to find the market tops. Here, another example. Why would you hold your Bitcoin? Do you want to see it cut down to 84%? No, you rip your profits, you cash it out, then you come back to the bottom of the market and you buy it again. You know why? Because once you do that, you gain 1800% here. 18x. So would you rather think that you're smart for just holding Bitcoin because you're a very simplistic, non-experienced trader? And you believe that it's an asset that'll always rise? That's what fucking rookies think. A real trader will not let their portfolio drop 84% because they understand that they can cash out, avoid the 84% loss, come back here and throw only half of it in there or a quarter it and times it again. Which way do you want to go? Right? Here's another market top. You come back down 78%. Do you want to watch your whole portfolio drop 78%? I don't. I don't want to do that again. I don't want to do that again. Right here, 85%. Here, 84%. Man, twice. 84, 84. And then this one's smaller, 77. Now, why is this bull run could be different, right, and can have the super macro is because we talked about it, the whole pro crypto thing with the world, the trickle effect, the ripple effect. It can cause Bitcoin to go ballistic because now everybody's sensing that Bitcoin is the digital gold, right? Bitcoin is gold, and gold has always risen. Bitcoin, what has it done? It's always risen. Yeah, you're gonna have your corrections, but that's why it's called the 4-year halving cycle. See, now I understand why we trade Bitcoin. We don't trade Bitcoin just because. We trade the halving cycles, which we fully just broke down in this whole video, right? The 4-year halving cycle. You have your market top, you have your 1 year of a bear market, and then you have the rest. That's just a bull run, but you have that moment where you tie the game up with the all-time high and you go into the euphoric phase where the biggest candles are made and the most FOMO hits the market. All-time high, 1 year of a bear market, bottom is in, it's easy pickings, you tie the game up, and then the euphoric phase begins. Okay, top of the market, you serve your 1 year in the bear market, you tie the game up again, and the euphoric phase begins. This one was different because they tried to shake you out and it got extended for 4 more months. But after that, the all-time high was in, you serve your 1 year, the bear market is in, here we go. We've tied the game up, created a nice monthly candle above resistance. That tells us everything we need to know and where we're going. Okay, we've passed the zone. So now we're rallying up, and I do sense a nice correction coming during March, end of February. It's gonna get ugly. It's gonna get ugly, but you're gonna have to sit tight, clench your balls, clench your ass cheeks, and fucking hold on tight, buddy. Because after that, we're off to the races. We need the Bollinger Bands to drop too, remember? Yes, sir. And also, here's my crypto news aggregator. It refreshes every time. It gets the 25 latest articles in the game, curated by me, APIs. So look, 9 minutes ago, 14 minutes ago, let's hit the refresh. These are the latest articles that have come out on crypto right now. I have a floating search bar that follows you. So if you're interested in XRP, it filters out all the XRP articles 15 minutes ago, 44 minutes ago, 1 hour ago. I built this app. Alright. Possible links between Libra, meme coin, and market manipulation activities. Well, duh. Quant price prediction. Quant will see a breakout above 96,000. Values 5 XRP like cryptos. But here, this thing was good to me because on the day of Trump, right when I came to check my news aggregator, I saw a post by Binance, and they said Coinbase and Binance ready to release Trump. And I was like, oh my god, dude, are you kidding me? I'm not gonna sell shit. Dude, the price was at like 24 bucks at that point. After like 2 hours after that announcement, the shit went surging to 50 bucks from there. And I sold the majority of it, and then it got listed on other platforms and it went ham again, all the way to like 60, and then it went to 75. Oh my gosh. So if it wasn't for this app and I didn't see that little article about, Trump being released on Binance and all that, I was like, I would have fucking faded my bag way too early, bro. But I did something right. This app was valuable, actually. So it comes in handy, and if you've been away from the crypto game and you're just trying to catch up, use this app. You know what I mean? It's on my website, deucely.com.